this journaling and we see this perspective, and when we do energy work and we start to remove the lack of confidence or the fear of insecurity or not being safe, or when we ground so that we're more focused and more purposeful in these moments, we now need to let the energy do its thing. This is where we have patience. This is where we trust. This is where we step into faith. I've done the work that I need to do around this opportunity. I've journaled around it to gain a better understanding and awareness of why I feel the way that I feel. I know exactly what it is that I want this to be. I've journaled all around where it could take me, what it could offer me, what it could mean to the people around me. I've done the energy work, balancing myself, aligning the chakra system, making sure that, I've looked at anything that's coming up with resistance to this. And now I need to have trust and faith that all of the inner work that I've done is going to prove positive by having this opportunity given. I'm not going to force it, because when we force things, we restrict energy more. We need the energy to flow through us so that we know where we're going is being guided, being led, unfolding just as it should be. If we restrict energy, we don't get that next step. We don't get that next nudge because we're so focused on trying to control a situation or, stay on top of something, right? This is often a time that we back off. We allow the energy to do what it's supposed to do. This is when we shift from the journaling, the healing, to maybe something on our raising our vibration list. We speak on this often. Everyone should have a list of things that they do that help them feel better. Because anytime you do something for yourself that helps you feel better than where you are in that moment, you raise your vibration. The more that you can have that list to go to after doing work like this, through the patience, through the trust, through the faith, you're saying, I'm giving this, surrendering it, letting it go to the universe to unfold for me. I've done all my work. I will be guided if there's more to do. Something will come up in my awareness. But for now, I'm going to focus on what creates happiness in my world. And I'm going to make sure that I'm solely focused on that best feeling thought. That's where I'm going to give my attention. Because when I give my attention to anything, it expands. And I know I want to make sure happiness or joy or excitement, bliss, love, that's what I'm wanting to expand. I'm not going to focus on the nervousness. I'm not going to focus on the fear. I've shifted that through the journaling. I've shifted that through the energy work. Now I'm going to give myself much needed relief by focusing on what's going to create happiness in my world. This is how we move through stages of healing. We move through heavy energy. This is how we support ourselves with things that come our way. If we have a big, huge situation that comes up and we're out sharing it with everyone in a negative way, we're creating more energy around it. It's kind of like what they say about gossip. It's what they say around sharing drama. It's what they say around, venting, vomiting energy is what that looks like, for lack of a better analogy, vomiting that negative energy to other people that may not have anything to do with it, may not want anything to do with it, I think one of the most empowering things is when we can sit back and do the work necessary within ourselves. This does not mean that that trusted, faithful friend or that aligned, like-minded mentor or coach shouldn't be brought in to assist us through the sounding board, through accountability. But what it means is being mindful of how you're sharing and how you're showing up, because when we can shift things in ourselves, when we can be mindful of how we feel and we go in and do the work, we come out so much more empowered. We keep that personal power rather than giving it to everyone around us. What do you think about this? Well, what do you think about this? How do you feel about this? What do you want me to do about this? What would you do in this situation? How would you feel in this situation? We're putting all that energy out into all these different faces, places, and experiences. It depletes us. Rather than going inward, tuning all of this ego, physical, fear, drama, turning it all off, tuning it all out, and going inward to do the necessary listening and examination that needs to occur for the shifts and changes to then occur from outside. Does that make sense? Healing can be a process. Healing can be a simple shift in perspective, right? There are many times where something within me needs to be healed, and I'll be aware of it in the morning. I'll do the energy work in the morning, and by the afternoon, everything's changed. Everything's shifted. It's been healed. We've moved through it. We feel so much better. But then there are other things that will come into our awareness that take a little bit more time, because it's a layer of shedding that's a tough one. It's close to the chest. It means something. We're attached to it to a certain degree, right? So it's going to take a little bit more time for us to truly understand. And sometimes the universe will have us experience something for the purposes of experiencing it. You have to really, truly experience something in order to really, truly gain awareness, and in order to really, truly move through it.